I'm still on the hunt for some Boron missions, and I ended up in this very intense sector here. Bloody skies. It's a new background, of course. And we found this small channel here. So the Boron have a decent amount of sectors, but I still haven't discovered them. We have a few more gates, which are leading further down. And we should be able to find some light bulb missions, some think missions, which we can do in our little buster here. Yeah, with my style of play, I usually like to have multiple ships that I frequently switch around, and I don't play with the jump drive that you have on one of your ships and then just jump where you want to be. I usually have multiple ships at different locations which hold my interest, and then use the experimental transporter device to teleport between them. But that's just a personal preference. This has nothing to do with very efficient gaming or power play or something like that. Just want to see different areas, different factions, and also use different ships. And speaking of it, here we have a Boron sector and a think mission. That is what we need. Oh, there's another scout from us coming in. Must have sent him here. Yeah, this manual docking is always a bit tricky. But I purposefully left that in because I think this is a major part of the experience when you upgrade your ships with docking computers. At least the ships that you frequently use as the player. Then you got that real sense of progression when you no longer have to do this docking minigame and just can quickly dock with an instant button press. So I always like to have that in the early game for some reason. Even if it can get on your nerves from time to time. Yeah, I also told my large transport to go to one of these locations. I think it was Holy Vision, because the Teladis started another invasion and I saw a lot of Boron battleships on my way down here. So there should be a big fight coming up, and maybe we can join in the show and grab some loot and bailed ships on the way. That's always nice to do in the early game, just profiting from the spoils of war. And we got our artifacts in this area here. Unfortunately, I cannot drop a satellite, so we have to do it the old-fashioned way and simply look for them. With that beautiful new background, also part of the pack. And there they are. Now, as you saw, I just teleported the artifacts into the ship, and the reason for that is that all ships have the transporter device as an inbuilt component, so it's standard equipment. That might seem a bit cheesy, but I will explain that when we are seeing a big fleet battle. Because it's a... yeah, it was actually a brute force solution to make NPC carriers work much better than they worked before. And also provide some much needed convenience for the player, so we will get to that. Oh, and 2 pirates have found their way to our north flank, but everything is going smooth. The Teladi are also helping, and so far I haven't seen a single pirate corvette in this area. They will follow at some point, but then we always have our Perseus fleet on dispatch. They have quite powerful weaponry and should be able to take 1 or 2 corvettes down if I play my cards right, but the pirates are really low strength right now, because I only got 1 sector. Now let's quickly deliver those artifacts and then check if we can already buy that freighter design. Also going to save, just in case. Because I'm always coming in a bit too fast with these small scout ships.
Successfully docked. Queen Atreus, you have gained recognition.
So, ship purchase, Boron outpost. Okay, we need 2 loyalty, that means we need to do another mission. And then... oh crap, they don't even have the Dolphin Super Freighter in stock. It seems like they are only selling the ships they are actually using themselves. And that is a bit randomized for each game, I believe. And I'm not sure if they are also using the modified version, so it could be that they are only using the standard Dolphin. So yeah, I learned something new again. That's always the case with X3. They don't sell the ship that we want, so we might as well check out the alternative ship, which was the Vulture Super Freighter. Maybe the Teladia selling one. For that we would have to switch sector. We can't do that remotely. Do we have some ship in Teladi space? Yes, we have. So teleport over there. Yeah, they're just selling the standard versions of all ships. So that's no option, and I have to research the design and build it myself. So let's do that. Was the Super Freighter XL. Takes a lot of time, unfortunately, but there's really no way around this for what I want to do with that ship. So let's get back to the taxi. And restart that. That fighter we just teleported to.
Space Aquarium Alpha.
Yeah, the traders are still selling stuff from my factories. But I'm going to ramp up their numbers soon, and then they will run out of jobs to do, because right now they are just selling from my outpost. And I actually have a lot of cash right now for that amount of traders, so we can activate the external trading and allow them to buy from NPC factories. I'm always a bit careful with that setting in the beginning, because they can also drain you of a lot of money, because if they can't sell something they just bought, they will drop it off at the outpost. It will eventually get sold too, but that can eat some of your cash until it can be sold. But for now I'm just lifting the external trade ban and increase that to the maximum. And all that does is that it allows my traders to also search for factories which are currently selling at a low price, and then they will buy it and then earn a profit from selling it back to another NPC factory. Damn, that strategy with buying the Boron ship didn't work out as planned. So now it's up to the research station to unlock that ship design. And then we are going to use this super freighter to buy ore and continue with station construction. This is going to delay that a bit, but what can you do?